Welcome back again, everybody, for the final time this evening. We are here to bring you our final race of the night. This was an incentive that we met for raising 1K today on Grub Day, but of course, we have surpassed that even more. We've raised over $3,000 today during Grub Day, and our fundraiser is sitting at $3,720 overall. It looks like we just got a donation, actually. $20 from Isney Allen. Yippee for ACLU. Thank you so much. And thank you again to everybody who's donated. We're really grateful for all the support. And we literally could not have predicted that this would go so well. So thank you very much. I'm going to pass it over to our wonderful commentators to talk about our next race.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hello.
to our iBaldur Grubsong race between Nerf and Vex. I am Marcus, and I'm here with Axe to You. We are going to be your comms for this race, and the way this is going to work, because we're doing iBaldur, and iBaldur is hard to do and finish runs with, is that we are going to have our runners are going to have 45 minutes to get the best run possible in, or to finish a run at all, because that's how volatile things can be when we're not only doing iBaldur but then Fury Green Path afterwards. So
It's a tough start to the run,
it is tough. As someone who's been doing all skills iBaldur lately, it is the toughest part of the run, probably. Actually,
Yes.
maybe not even anymore for all skills because we're overcharged so much, but that's a side note. But yeah, I'm excited. How are you, Axe?
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what the runners are capable of here. Whether we get to see anybody get past iBaldur at this hour of
Yeah,
the stream.
at this late hour.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
Looks like our runners have been counted down, so we will be arriving in King's Pass shortly.
Let's go. Let's see if we get any King's Pass resets. It's very critical that the runners get at least a 50. Wait, what's it? What's the 51 equivalent on current patch?
A 56.
Right. Yeah. Shout outs, by the way.
Are they running? I didn't realize they're running on different patches. Seems to be that Nerf is doing 1.2.2.1 while Vex is doing current patch.
Oh yeah. Because you did that.
Because we saw the inventory drop here
Yeah.
from Nerf, and
wait, is that allowed? He's just got up like free advantage. What the hell?
Well,
Someone
to be
stop him.
fair, Vex is the world record holder on current patch. So
yeah, maybe that just evens out the odds a little bit.
oh, Nerf.
I think Nerf is getting punished here.
What is Nerf doing
for his sins?
Wait, what?
He's being called out by Chris in the chat here. I think we're making Nerf get on the right patch.
I don't think Nerf is on the I don't think Nerf is supposed to be on 1.2.2.1. I thought this was like an agreed upon thing. Just assuming, but apparently not.
Yeah, I really wasn't sure there.
Yeah.
Wait,
Also, Vex's timer didn't start.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's so we're probably gonna reset. Maybe. Oh, it is cross patch. It is intended. So the problem, the thing we're resetting for is the timer. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay.
This is happening. Nice.
So we
Surely Nerf can get a new world record for 1221 because the current one does not have iBaldur.
does it really still not? Damn.
No, current
Okay.
world record for 1221 is Viper from over a year ago,
Yeah, yeah.
which is pre-iBaldur.
Actually, yeah, if Nerf gets a run going here, it's probably gonna be world record. So that's kind
Yeah,
of cool.
that'll be fun.
Yeah. So because Grubsong gets so much time spent for iBaldur, it's kind of insane.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
crazy.
well over a minute, right?
Yeah, if I look at the difference between the world record runs here, it is a 1225 on current patch versus a 1343 for 1221. So definitely at least a minute.
I think I think my
Uh,
iBaldur less run is still like the state of the art for current patch, and that's like a minute 14. No, minute 24 is lower than the current record.
yeah. Apparently, according to Vex in chat, the current world record is actually 1216. Just hasn't been submitted to
Oh right.
speedon.com.
Yeah, Vex did mention that earlier today. Well, yesterday, you know. Time it passes. Even if we sleep. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
I know, right? God, these are gonna be the most sleep deprived comms of all time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, are
All
we
right.
starting again?
Yeah, we are getting our runners counted down once again, so we can. People arrive in KP once again, and I believe we are also going to be resetting the countdown timer, so both runners will have a fresh 45 minutes.
Yep. Makes sense. So
The
which
biggest.
categories have you done iBaldur in? Just all skills or?
So far I've only done it for all skills.
Right, yeah.
I've been thinking about doing it for about doing the any percent route with it as my like return to any percent, but
Yeah.
maybe I should do something like this more for fun too. I have been getting more or like pretty consistent to the point where I can hit it around half the time. I would say I could get past the boulder now on a good day.
Yeah. I mean, that's really solid. I was getting it through like maybe once every 10 times when
Yeah.
I did it.
In the end, you know, having a consistency like that when you're just resetting runs over and over in your like spare time is oh, looks like Vex's timer did not
Wait.
start again.
Ow.
Why is it?
What is happening? It's cursed.
That is very cursed.
It's like why is it at 0.03?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Maybe Vex has it like minimized or something. Oh yeah, because
Oh, it's
it
just
is
not
running.
showing on
Yeah, it just
stream.
wasn't being captured by OBS because it wasn't. It was like minimized or something.
Yeah. It went to bed like we all should.
Yeah, this is a going about as expected for our sleep deprived runners. It is
Yeah.
um it is 3:30 a.m. for Vex, I believe.
Totally
And
reasonable time to be doing
yeah,
runs after an entire marathon day of grubs.
yeah, especially considering Vex was in the previous
Yeah, he
thing
just did
doing
like a 3 hour race, right?
yeah 3 hour SPRCO race. Just
Oh
a
man.
Burko. So we are going to have hopefully our final fresh reset here. If Vex can get it set up so that the timer actually shows the entire time.
That'll be big for us.
Yeah, I actually had to since I didn't know the Grubsong route. I had to literally I skimmed through a run right before we jumped into do comms here just to see like which grubs are being saved and such.
Right, yeah. It's a really cool category. There's
Yeah.
there's some really unique movements in Green Path that you don't really get to see anywhere else.
Yeah, because we do it's a clawless green path, like all the green path grubs. You do the guarded grub before Hornet, and then you just go around and clean up the 3 others in green path.
Yep. So especially like the dash movement to the other ones. It's so fun. It's just like one of the smoothest feeling segments to me in the whole game.
Yeah.
All right. Are we starting off
Looks
again?
like we're just having a timer test here first, just to make sure it actually does work this time.
It's
And it is
working.
working. Let's go.
Yippee!
Yippee!
The grubs are taking over. What
Look,
is happening? Why are they
look,
doing
look.
that?
The grubs are so happy that the timer is working.
Yep, that's fair. I would be too.
Yeah. Because it means finally they can start getting saved
Yeah.
when our runners aren't stuck in King's Pass. Because then they'll be stuck at iBaldur instead. We'll move on to the next. the next.
And I'm not
Thing
gonna lie
here.
that the runners are not giving us a lot to work on with the comms here right now.
I don't know what you mean.
This is the run.
This
Let's
is the
go.
run.
Alright, they've been counted down. We're off. Yay.
Let's go. KP, people arrive.
Yeah, I really do need to get back to this because I've lost both my iBaldur Grubsong recce now and my like regular Elderbug percent recce because that got iBaldur too. Who was it that did that? Was that Nerf? Hold on, I gotta check this.
Yeah. Sounds like a nerf thing to do, honestly.
Oh yeah, it was a Nerf thing. I'm sad too because I was like really proud of both of those records that I had
Timer
like
is
pre
not working
iBaldur.
once again.
Wait, are you?
No.
You
Vex, what
can't
did
be.
you do?
How?
Vex!
Oh my god.
I think at this point, if Vex can fix it in the middle of the run, maybe we don't reset again. If it's just like a tab out and fix thing. We'll see.
Oh, he's gonna die
Oh,
eventually.
Janky out for blood. Oh lord.
Is it? Did the timer not even start for Vex or what's happening
This
here?
time, I mean, yeah. It seems like the timer just didn't start at all for some reason this time. The other option is, as some people in chat are saying, that we're having Vex run timerless, and like so we don't see the timer, but then we just check in at the end.
Oh, there it is. Now it's showing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's see here. Damn, Nerf had such a
No.
good King's Pass there too.
Yeah, that's a shame. I don't know what is happening if like Like, presumably Vex didn't do anything differently from the one test where it was actually working, so...
Yeah. I believe, I'm not sure if, do you have, Vex, do you have the always on top thing for live split?
Yeah.
It's because I got timer blind pro. Oh.
Yeah, alright. Just
Yeah.
keep it on
I
top
don't,
and they should be good, right?
unfortunately, it seems you're won't be able to go timer blind if we're gonna be able to see, because then we go timer blind apparently.
I would usually just put it on my like second screen and then turn off the monitor, so there's no
Yeah,
problems
that's
like
what I
that.
do as well for us rich folk with 2 monitors.
Yeah. It's just one of the best quality of life upgrades you can get doing anything on a computer.
True.
Like,
Oh lord, yeah.
I can't even think of like a single activity that I would prefer to do without 2 monitors at this point.
Yeah. I make active use of it all day, every day, basically.
Yep.
For
Right.
instance, yeah, while I'm speedrunning, live split on the second monitor, and then I'll just have like a video or something, or a live stream as well for
Oh yeah.
content.
Nice. Are we are we ready to go yet, guys?
Uh-oh. What happened to Vex? Oh, there you go.
Oh, we're so back. I mean, why did Vex switch to 1.4?
Because Vex asked to. I don't know if there's a benefit to it beyond the fact that I believe the cutscenes at the start when you're loading into King's Pass are slightly shorter than they're on 1.5.
Alright, yeah.
So for the sake of when you have 45 minutes real time to do resets and stuff, every second counts on
Oh,
those resets.
that's like an extra advantage that nerf has.
Yeah, it's just like straight up
Damn.
30 seconds faster compared to
This race is
1.5.
so rigged. What the hell? All right. Are we going?
Surely for real this time. Timer is
Yeah.
working. Let's
Yeah.
go!
2 timers that are both picking up the
Woo!
seconds. This is never before has humanity seen technology like this work in unison.
Wow. Truly, truly, this is the future I want to live in.
Actually, now that I think about it, maybe Vex has the advantage in real time because of shorter loads. Doesn't Curve Patch have shorter loads? Am I
Depends how
dreaming?
good your PC is, but yes, they're probably a little bit shorter, usually. But on my PC, I don't notice any substantial difference apart from like the really big rooms.
Okay. Yeah, with things like save states, there's a massive difference. I don't know if that's just an
Oh yeah,
implementation thing though.
that's more an implementation thing, yeah, because I believe that current patch used to be a lot worse there too.
Right. Yeah.
I think the debug mod for current patches had a lot of improvements because the 1.2.1 used to just be better all around, honestly.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right, so yeah, we are finally off to the races, and we're picking up Fury because, as was foretold, it is an iBaldur race, which means itemless
Yeah,
Baldur is happening, which is not actually itemless. We do it with Fury buys. It could be done
it's
itemless.
not.
That's why it's called
Yeah,
itemless.
it's abilityless. It's not itemless.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it will be exciting to see which runner gets past it first. Do they both make it first try? Do we have to wait another 30 minutes to see a run past it? Who knows? Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. That's true. And then, if someone does get past it, well, you're not past the hard part yet. Let's just say,
Yeah, yeah.
with a Fury Green path.
Yeah, because you, well, I suppose you can heal up to 2
Yeah,
HP if you want to
I was
play
about to
safe.
say, and yeah, I would probably, at least if I was feeling nervous, I would probably just heal up and do a damage tank in the room before the first Moss Knight again.
Yeah, sadly, Nerf seems to have taken a death here at the Baldur. Very sad.
Oh no, and
Oh,
Vex too. Oh, damn! I thought they were
what's
supposed to be
happening?
good at doing itemless
Do they
Baldur.
even know what they're doing? Okay, well, we'll see if they can get it on the second try.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, the shade is very much necessary to do the trick. You need to like knock you into the Baldur's attack range without closing it.
Yeah, so
And
you'll see it
it's
here. For anyone who hasn't seen or doesn't know how this works at the first time here, you start within the boulder's range so that it's closed, and then the shades comes over, and you walk into. Ooh, nerf. Messing up
Nerf still has a
there.
chance here, I think.
I believe so. Yes, that was the one extra mistake. Ooh, very
Yeah,
nice.
it's looking
Uh,
good for both of them right now.
yeah, I
Oop.
haven't seen Vex into the little. Ooh.
Oh yeah, Nerf's
Yeah,
cooked.
there you go. That's all it takes, and you have to do a reset. And
Yeah.
now we're gonna have to wait another like 3 to 4 minutes real time to have another shot at it. Ooh,
Oh,
that
that's
Baldur art
tough.
snipe! I
Yep.
felt that in my soul. So yeah, now that we have resets for both runners and we actually have seen the trick, the way that it works is yeah, you bait the shade over and you stand within the. We used to not stand within the boulder range. We used to stand just outside it with the initial setup, and it was like basically frame perfect and extremely difficult. But this new setup is much more durable to do consistently. Also, it means that since you are standing in the boulder's range and it's closed, it can't mess you up with spits after you are like in your ready position. So what you do is you wiggle out to make the boulder open and make the shade start its like attack animation towards you. And then you wiggle back into the boulder's range to make it start the closing animation and then back out so that you get hit by the shade as a little bit after you come out, and then the knockback speed from the shade allows you to get in range for the nail hits on the eyeboulder in time while the eyeboulder is doing its opening animation, because you sort of force it into like a little bit of an animation like stagger, if you will, and then get knocked in, and that leaves you just enough time if you do it right to get the hit in, and because the hit stuns the boulder, you can get a second hit in before it closes again.
Yep. And like, as you said, the current variation is a bit easier than the original one. It's called the Chinese iBaldur,
Yeah.
the one we do right now. But it's still like an incredibly precise trick. Probably the hardest thing in like all of NMG. It just as in like an individual trick.
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel.
Absolutely. The only reason I think that it's realistically, at least for now, maybe when people get like really, really good at it, because we're still like it's still a relatively fresh trick, so people haven't had time to like really master it for the most part. The main reason that it even feels reasonable to go for is the fact that it's so early on in the run that it's fine to reset. Because
Yeah.
again, if you take 4 minutes real time to like for each attempt, it means that if you have a 1 in 10 success rate, it means you can get a run going every 40 minutes, and depending on the runner, that can be fine. So
Especially with the like iBaldur category still not being optimized anywhere near the level of the regular
Yeah,
ones.
absolutely.
So you don't need to be that picky about which runs you continue and that sort of thing.
Yeah, because currently we do certain safety things as well in terms of how much HP we go in with going into the eyeboulder trick. Because as you'll see, we go in without fury because the way the math checks out is it's going to be 4 cycles either way, even if you were to start with or without fury. On the first one. So you see here, Nerf does the first one and then does an intentional damage tank after because we have that extra health as a safety net on the first one to get an extra attempt.
Yeah, you can walk in with like if you walk in with full HP, you basically get 3 attempts at the first one, and then the way the soul works out, you even after you've done the first rotation, for the second rotation, which you do with Fury, you have 1 extra heal that you can do if you gathered enough soul before coming in here. So there's some leeway there. But
Yeah.
after the first couple,
Ooh!
oh nice,
GG Nerf!
Nerf's done it. Let's
That's
go.
the boulder. Second try.
Yeah, I think Vex has decided to go for a heal instead of a full reset here.
Yeah, I would say that getting a run finished to start out with is probably better than being picky, especially if you're nervous or just not feeling confident. We're just
Yep.
very tired, as I'm sure is the case right now.
And as we thought might be the case, Nerf has decided to take a heal to 2 HP here for the
Okay.
duration of Green Path. In most runs he wouldn't do it because it's not that high of a risk of getting hit if you're not asleep.
Yeah. Vex
but
hits the
but in a
third. Let's
race,
see
Vex
if
is.
Vex can hit the final one here. That looks doable.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, we're on. Very
Both
nice.
runners getting past the boulders.
Yep.
Let's go.
Well, we'll have to see how much Vex is behind here. Nerf's entering this long room at 4:14.
I think it is a
So
solid 40 to 50 seconds because like a good eyebalder entry into green path, at least on 1221, is like a 315 ish, is what you're looking at if everything went well
yeah,
and you didn't
yeah.
have to do any, if you didn't mess up any cycles and you didn't have to do any such things. The other thing I was going to mention earlier though as well is that yeah, we have soul, we get like extra, basically 2 attempts extra at the first cycle, and then
By the way, we got the Moss
we
Knight coming up here for Nerf,
oh
which is
yeah,
also
let's
pretty
see.
interesting with Fury.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is. Ooh, almost
okay.
perfect, but
Yeah, solid there.
good enough, good enough. That it can be very sketchy for sure, but it is quite consistent. There's a consistent strat for it there that Nerf was going for, and just barely messed up the last hit on it.
It's actually like different too, that way that Moss Knight kill works on 1-1 and the current patch because of the like
Oh
hitboxes being
yeah,
different and all that.
I've never seen the Fury kill on current patch, but it looks like Vex healed up, or was that a bench, waterfall bench actually? I think.
Yeah. Since Grubsong gets a waterfall bench, we after the first room we're full HP, and
Yeah, right.
you could see them taking some damage tanks intentionally to get back to Fury for this Moss Knight. All right, Nerf's entering Hornet at 550, and it will be a Fury Hornet fight without Fireball, which is also a pretty novel for All Night stuff. We don't often see Fireball-less Hornets before iBaldur became a thing.
Yeah, definitely not. I do think that honestly, it
Like, that was a
almost.
really good fight for Nerf.
Yeah, that was really good. It's
Yeah.
more consistent, I think, than Fireball because you don't have to rely on doubles and you just get to whack away at her
Yeah.
really quickly. You can, especially on 1-2-1 with the reduced stagger count after the first stagger, you can really just stun lock her um, quite easily if you get one hit out before
Mhm.
without having her like break the stagger or jump, then you can straight up up/stun lock her, and she can't like break out of it without jumping to the other side of the arena.
Yeah, she does kind of get just stuck in the corner if you get a good start there.
Yeah.
Which is yeah,
Walking
it's faster than Fireball fight too, I think.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, here we see that Nerf is already doing the dash green path movement, which you definitely wouldn't be seeing this early on in the run yet in non-iBaldur routes, because obviously we'd be quitting out back to well, not the waterfall bench into crossroads. So we were well on our way to the green path grubs already. Sadly, we do not have a grub counter this time, but we'll just have to keep the grub counts in our hearts.
Yeah. We're gonna be heading over and doing some interesting movement here for Nerf with the clawless grub over here past the massive moss charger.
Yep, and Nerf's entering here the big orangey room of this split with the acid guys, and looks like he's gotten the worst possible RNG. That's tough. That's
rude.
tough. And the RNG for like their kind of positions, I think they're a little bit different between current patch and 1.2.1 as well. So Vex's RNG won't be the exact same. I could be wrong. I might just be remembering that they're different with Fireball, because you can kind of save some situations with Fireball stalls, but
makes sense.
Oh yeah, this is really interesting that Nerf is doing right now, because this is new from iBaldur Grubsong specifically. Like I don't think I'd ever seen this room done in this direction with Dash before.
I don't think, outside of like a randomizer, and barely even then, because usually you wouldn't, you can't go backwards this far, because the boulder will be there.
Vex got the best RNG, 0 slowdown at the last cycle, so that's a nice catch up for him.
Very nice.
Whereas Nerf got the worst one indeed.
Nerf heading down here to the Crossroads Acid Grub, gonna be doing a dunk in the acid to warp back to the room. That is one I'm quite familiar with as a 4-mask charge runner, at least.
Yep. And yeah, we'll be doing the Crossroads grubs here with dash, unlike regular Grubsong.
Yeah.
Since it just makes sense to do them later in this version of the run.
And then I believe after this bench we're gonna be going down and getting the bouncy grub and claw, or not before in fungal. We're not actually getting claw, but we just need the one grub, because there are 4 grubs in Green Path, 5 in Crossroads, and we need 10 for Grubsong, so we need 1 from somewhere else, and this is the fastest
one. Yep, that is accurate. It is a shame that there isn't one extra somewhere back in Green Path or Crossroads, so this could be like a couple minutes faster of a run still, but sadly this is the closest one we can get. But it is kind of cool that there's pretty much exactly 10 grubs that you can get without any like really crazy stuff.
without
NMG.
anything except for dash in this case.
Yeah, I'm sure you could like do shade skip shenanigans to get extras, but
I was about to say you could probably do all of these grubs entirely like itemless, or without any skills, because I don't
Fungal
think...
one? How do you get in there?
Oh, that's right. You need yes. Never mind. You do actually need you need either a spell or dash to get into fungal. So never mind. We can get all except one then, because I think every green path grub is acquirable without any items, even the massive moss charger one, right?
Yeah. I think so. It seems doable.
No. We could have had low percent Grubsong.
Yeah, yeah. The itemless Grubsong.
Yeah, item. Yeah, exactly. Itemless Grubsong. Vex gonna be heading down here and getting the bouncy
Oh,
grub as well. Some nice
well,
damage tanks to get past the funglings there.
yeah, that was really clean there. And yeah, Nerf's cleaning up the crossroads grabs right now.
Yeah, gonna be getting the spike grub here, and we do another damage tank on the spikes, just like the acid grub earlier, to warp back to the start of the room for a bit of added time save.
Yep. I don't. Oh yeah, this spike can actually get a little bit sketchy that Nerf is doing right now with the health, because
Yeah.
it is very much possible to get down to 2 health by the time you reach the. Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah, as
don't,
Nerf is
don't,
showcasing here. Thank you.
don't come curse it.
It's very much possible to get down to 2 health before the big guy with a big mace here that hits you for 2 health coincidentally, and you need to like go over him and then come back. There's a normal grubs and you just quit out on the other side. Oh, yep. Nerf, please heal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really is a surprisingly surprisingly dangerous split, this one. There's just opportunities to take damage all over the place. Like Vex is also down to 3 HP already.
Yeah, Nerf is gonna be heading over to get our final grub here, which is, funnily enough, normally the first grub in 4 mask shards. So, and is now gonna be heading up and getting Grubsong, and I believe this is world record pace easily.
Oh yeah, it should be. Like I don't even need to look
It
at the
only
timer.
takes it only takes about
knowing what's
20
happened,
seconds
yeah.
here, I think, to get the Grubsong.
Yep.
So you're all witnessing a world record 1221 Grubsong run here from Nerf.
Absolutely. Let's see by how much. Current world record, as I said earlier, 1343. I don't actually know if Nerf's ran Grubsong iBaldur before. There we go.
Oh, there it is. That's
exactly 1 minute. Yeah.
1 minute improvement. Let's go.
GG Nerf.
Alright. Time to well, we still have 25 minutes here for them to have another shot at this. So
Nerf's just taking it in here.
Yeah. Nerf's just, wow, world record. That's crazy.
Also, Vex in pretty good pace considering the beginning too.
Yeah.
1309. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, lost probably about 50 seconds to the iBaldur like heal reset earlier.
Yeah, that would have been very close to world record pace, that one too, if it was a quicker start.
First try on the Baldur.
Yep. Okay, we could be seeing some real spicy runs here. That's the first one we finish. Let's see.
Olviar in chat informing us that Nerf already got a 1243 the other day, but just hasn't submitted it. But that does still mean that was world record, just not by a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on the milliseconds now.
Well, if Nerf got a 43 and... Oh no, actually, wait. This was a 43. Sorry, I thought 34 for some reason. I mixed up the numbers. My bad.
Right. Yeah.
I blame lack of sleep.
Wait, did Nerf just reset in King's Pass? Oh wait, their standards have gone up.
Yeah, exactly. Standards have gone up to the King's Pass resets now that a run has actually been finished.
Yeah. All right. I think he must have missed the beginning inventory drop or something. That is tough. It makes you just look at your guy for like 5 seconds on the ground.
Yeah. You get to contemplate your life decisions.
You really do. Why am I running iBaldur? What went wrong? Oof,
Truly.
nerfs missed there. The bench play, Pogo there.
The Jinky Pogo.
Yeah. Right.
Text
It's nice that the
spinning.
rounders are in sync again. It's very, very gracious of nerf to wait after finishing for a
So
little
true.
while. So we get a bit more
20 minutes.
synchronized here.
So
54 Kings pass from nerf. Oof.
Yeah, that'll happen when the bench fly isn't cooperating.
Yeah. That would truly be insane if it was on current patch, but
Oh yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
We can pretend that Nerf just got world record and King's Pass for current patch.
Wait, that's interesting. Vex has done like a pause thing into an inventory drop on the well.
Yeah,
Drop
that
there.
is.
Is that a thing people are doing now?
It's a thing for 1.4. It's it's a
1.4 specifically.
yeah, it's a 1.4 exclusive because you can no longer open inventory while stuck in the hardfall animation on current patch, but that used to be a thing. You'll see it on 1.4 like 4MS runs and stuff too. I believe you save optimally about 0.2 with a pause on pause into the open close inventory when you land on
Oh wow.
1.4.
Wait, so why is that not optimal in 1.1?
Because the inventory takes so much longer to close, so you don't actually close it fast enough to save time. I think you might even
Right.
lose a little instead.
I didn't know it's
yeah.
faster to close in 1.4. That's cool.
It is on current patch it is way faster to close. It is a big difference.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
keeps messing me up on my muscle memory up when I'm running bingo lately.
Yeah.
You get the quality of life inventory drops, but you also still have that being really fast to close. So I just end up hard falling all the time because I hit the button
Oh,
too early.
Vex
Ooh,
has made
Vex!
it. First
Let's
try.
go. First try.
Huge.
Let's see how Nerf does. Misses the
Yeah.
first cycle, but this is why we go in with an extra starting health.
It's interesting to see whether Vex decides to heal here. It seems not. So we
I
are
think, yeah, if you're
chancing the first room here.
I think
So
this room. I'm not gonna say anything before.
I
Vex has
have
passed the
definitely
room.
died to this last guy before. Yeah. Vex
Yeah.
is Vex is not taking chances there.
Oh, yeah. Nerf accidentally buffers the slash, hits the shade,
Oh,
and
tough.
has to reset. That's how it goes. Because on the third and fourth cycle with iBaldur, you do not get any extra chances. You only get extra chances on the first 2 out of 4 cycles. So it's
Yep.
very rough in that, if you get nervous as you're getting to the last like cycle or two, it's can be
Oh
really bad because you don't have
no!
an extra chance.
Vex is
Eric.
no.
Oh,
No!
that was so close too. Can't do an. Okay,
Oh, that looks good.
I'll pass
We're
that.
good.
Yeah,
We're good. We're good.
we are good. Is gonna be
Although,
taking a chunky time loss from that though, unfortunately.
yeah. But the time to beat is still 12:43, so very much doable for Vex here still.
Absolutely. Especially considering that Vex's PB was what, a 12:06 now?
No, wait, no, it wasn't like 15 or I think it started with the
The
1.
well, that's the world record, but we were informed earlier in chat that
No,
that
no,
the
the record on the boards is 25 right now. Well, yeah,
okay, sorry.
something like that.
Yeah, again, I blame sleep.
Yeah, it's
12:16.
to
That's right.
blame.
That's what it was. I thought for some
Right.
reason that was the world record on the board, and that it was
Oh,
Vex.
what? I was looking at the leaderboards. Vex has died? What
Oh,
happened?
rip. Probably Moss Knight.
Yeah, it must have been.
I missed it too. I was also looking.
Damn. That really sucks.
Yeah, that's how it goes. It's so Fury Green Path is.
Yeah, it's as you said, it's not enough to just get past the Baldur. You still have a couple more challenges there that you need to get past.
Yeah, I would absolutely say that the Moss Knights are the scary. Well, they can be the scariest part if you don't execute the quick kill as
Yep.
planned. For
And
sure.
in hindsight, it would have been nice to have on the layout like a thing that shows the best time each runner has gotten, but I didn't think of that before we started. But right now it is 12:43 for Nerf and 13:0 something for Vex.
1309, I believe, or was it?
Right? Yeah,
13?
yeah. For anyone, if anyone's just
Where am
coming
I?
in and didn't see the first runs, that's what we're working with here. So 12:43, time to beat.
Yeah, it was 1309. My sleep
Yeah.
deprived memory isn't that awful.
So yeah, once
Nerf.
again, Nerf walking up to the Baldur. We'll see how it goes. Now we get to take a real close look at this, because nothing else is happening
Yeah,
above the
that
screen.
I think Nerf went too far left there on the wiggle. That looks
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
yep. And Nerf's entered with 4 HP to have that extra
Oh,
try at the first one.
that was a
Okay,
bit
it's okay.
awkward. Yeah, we had this is the one where we have the other extra
Yeah.
extra
No,
chance
Nerf
here.
can't make any mistakes, and he still needs to do 2 more cycles.
Yeah, we're 2 out of 4.
Ooh, yeah, that
Ooh,
looked
yeah,
sketchy on the movement there.
yeah.
It's
It is so rough because the tiniest little inconsistency can mess it up. And I know from
yeah,
experience as well that the trick is extremely like PC performance dependent. So I could literally not hit it like basically at all while I was trying to do it while streaming.
right.
So while I'm quite consistent on offline runs, just a little bit of extra added like the lag or stuff from even though my FPS is supposedly high enough. It's also just FPS. Your FPS, if your FPS is capped, that also changes it, so it can change the cues that work for you and the timing on the nail slash and stuff. So it's a very performance based trick. So you kind of have to figure out an FPS cap that works for and cues that work for you, as opposed to what you may see other people doing because of how much it can be affected by these things.
Yeah, like things like the duration of the freeze frames, especially in 1-to-1, I
Mhm.
imagine that's like a big deal there, because it's not enough for you to do the movements precisely, even though that's like the hardest part of the trick, is to get the wiggle correctly and get hit by the shade at just the right time as you exit the boulder range. But you also have to do the nail slash after getting hit within like a couple of frames of getting control for the trick
Yeah,
to work at all.
usually
And
have
it,
about a 2 frame window, and on top
yeah,
of that, you can't buffer the slash because
nope,
then it'll hit the shade.
yep. Yeah, because for some reason, because Hollow Knight is a video game that we all love dearly, if you do buffer a slash out of getting hit by anything, it will hit in the direction you got hit from, which is exactly the incorrect direction in this scenario. So that's
Yeah,
tough.
Hollow Knight input buffering is something.
Yep. But Vex has made it past
Let's
iBaldur once
go.
again, so we are on to another run. I do believe that was first try, no major time losses there, so Looking good.
It took a little bit of working. It was some had
Oh,
to finesse the shade a little bit back and forth for a bit. So definitely lost, I think, about 20 seconds
oh, oh wow.
overall.
Yeah, that's more than I thought.
It's very easy for Baldur. Like if you mess up a couple cycles, you just have 10 to 15 seconds gone. Like if you need to bait the shade back over, every like missed cycle is about 5 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, and
Uh,
then a lot of that can be RNG too. Like the baller spits in the wrong spot as you're trying to get the trick into the right position, or the shade just does something evil.
Well, speaking of the shade doing something evil, another thing that makes this trick extra fun on top of like this boulder spit RNG is the fact that the shade's bobbing cycle
Uh-huh.
affects the trick a lot.
Yeah.
Way more than you would think, considering how small the bobbing up and down is.
Yeah.
If the shade bob is at the top of its arc, it will not start its attack against you because it doesn't consider you to be on the same like height as you. So you have to bait it so that it starts going down into when you want it to start attacking you. So
Yeah.
the way that you bait it can mess up the bobbing cycle and make you get late attacks, which entirely mess up the bait on the trick
Yeah,
and
I don't.
your timing.
Oh, we got the. Oh, our gracious live streamer has given us some stats on the runners. Thank you very much. That is good. I didn't even think about including the runs past iBaldur and all that.
Yeah. So far, Nerf only has the one run. Getting past, gonna have to reset that again as well. Having a
Yep.
rough time with it now.
Vex is looking good though. This is looking like a solid run here. Past the
Yeah,
Moss Knight, now we get the second Moss Knight, because that's fun. It's not enough for us to do one Fury Moss Knight. We can do two.
exactly.
Oh my god, that was scary. Alright, we're good. Now it's just Hornets. No one has ever
Yeah.
died to Fury Hornet though, so
Nope.
we're all good. We're basically home free.
Just pray that she doesn't do her most lethal attack, the walk.
Yeah. Walks at you menacingly.
Especially if you go for the up slashes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm so tense right now for
yeah.
this.
You do love to see a nail throw though, but not into a follow-up jump like that.
Like when practicing this fight in debug mode or something, I can just like basically sleepwalk through it and it's
Yeah.
fine. But doing it in actual runs is so
Yeah,
nerve-wracking.
exactly. It can absolutely be, yeah, during practice you just finesse her and just walk literally pixel perfect like next to her, up slashing her and
Yeah.
following her around, and then in runs you do that, she'll just walk at you or do something silly happens and you just die like an idiot.
Yeah, or you just don't have the nerves to actually do it.
Yeah.
Like you just can't make yourself do it after all the struggle you've just gone through to get there. Oh man, okay, yeah, this is one of my favorite rooms that Vex is doing right now in the run, because it's just the
Yeah.
dashes just line up so nicely all the way through. I love it.
Very
Even the
fun.
ending, like look at those two dashes
Oh,
at the end. That's
yeah.
so good.
It's so good.
And then we have this room where we do some nice little pogo movement in the middle. Look at that, bonk, bonk,
Oh,
grab.
it's so good. I love that.
Oh, I really love those rooms.
Yeah. Maybe I gotta run this and take the 1-2-2-1 Reki.
Maybe. I
Maybe
mean,
I'll
there's a
claim it.
fresh one out of the oven to beat now. So
Yeah, exactly. Claim the one that Nerf just got.
yeah, it's yeah, it's definitely very learnable and doable. I think at this stage, because like yeah, Nerf's the only one who's ran it at all with iBaldur, so there's
Mm-hmm.
still a lot of room for improvements.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's,
Vex got the second best cycle there on
yeah.
the guys. Very nice.
Looked like medium RNG.
Yeah, yeah. The best RNG you basically don't need to stop at all. But also the best RNG requires you not to stop at all. Like if you slow down, you just won't make it. So it can be scary there. But yeah, Vex. I think Vex is definitely on pace to beat Nerf's run here.
Yeah. So to clarify for chat here for Birdie, Nerf. Well, Nerf apparently already had a 12:43, so Nerf tied his own world record in
Yep.
the race that he finished. Nerf going through here again. Another attempt at iBaldur has hit 2 out of 2 cycles so far. Let's
Looking
see
solid.
if he can get the third.
All right.
Nice.
One more.
Last one. Oh! It was looking good too.
Damn.
Damn. Yeah, you can see Nerf was a little upset at that, I think.
Yeah, that's tough. All right.
Meanwhile,
That's
Vex has gone over here into Donald, gone all the way to Crossroads and gotten the acid grub, and is now gonna go and do the bench at Hot Springs into Bouncy Grub.
Oh no.
Messes up the double spike.
Yeah, on current patch too, where it probably shouldn't
Usually,
happen.
usually that's more a case of bad spawn RNG because it's kind
Right.
of free on current patch.
The top guy did look like he was in a bit of a rude position.
Yeah.
So yeah, the way this works, by the way, with the timer is that we are not allowing the runners to reset after the timer has hit 0, but they are allowed to finish the current run they're on. So Nerf's got maybe a couple attempts here to get. Oh, Nerf, come on! to get a run going. It's okay. He's still got a couple attempts.
Yeah. Putting that 1-2-2-1 cutscene skip advantage to use.
Of course, yeah. You gotta take every advantage you can have in this kind of situation.
Slaps game. This patch can fit so many resets.
Yeah.
Ooh, a nice little mushroom aesthetic slash there from Vex setting down.
That was kind of cute, yeah. Alright, we'll see if Vex can hit the damage tank cycle here. It's actually pretty important to get. Yeah, that was fine.
Good enough.
Yeah, that's like not actually a trivial corridor to get through without fireball, because just like having the fungoon or whatever those things are called.
Fungling are the small
Fungling, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, their positions are super random because it takes you a while to get up there. So they have time to move around and you never really know exactly where they're gonna be. So the guys in that corridor can be in very annoying positions. And even getting the like damage tank towards the right consistently from the first guy is not a given for sure. Come on, some more. Wait,
Oh
what,
yeah,
sir?
I'm being reminded of something that happened earlier today. We had a donation. I want to say it was $50. Yeah, $50 from Tube. It says obligatory / redeem. Can
Oh no.
can anyone help us out with that?
Oh no. Okay, let me / There you go.
Nice. Good
Thank
job.
you, thank you.
I hope it was worth the money. It's all for a good cause. Yeah. It's the stupidest meme I have ever created, and I don't know why it's still alive. I mean,
it's alive because it shouldn't be. That's how it works.
yeah, that's how it tends to go, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, back to the runners. Vex on actually a bit of a dubious pace here. I don't know if this can beat Nerf.
I don't It's close. I think it's probably about 30 seconds after you get this grub.
Oh,
It would be
that's
my guess.
nice.
If it is 30 seconds, then this could be close. Let's see here. This might be very well
Yeah.
be just about from Vex.
Yeah, I really can't tell whether this is
Let's see. 23 entry.
enough.
Does it take more than 20 seconds? It very well might
Oh.
be. Yeah, I think it's not quite. Yeah, it's not quite. It's not gonna be quite there, unfortunately. That's number 5,
Unfortunate.
6,
I mean,
7, 8,
Vex does have another
9,
chance here if he wants to go for this.
10. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
GG.
It's almost 30 seconds from the
You
entrance.
race new
8 seconds.
PB for the race right here. Nerf doing another attempt at iBaldur is only gonna have one more shot at this. Both runners basically are only gonna have one more
Yep.
reset here. Ooh, Nerf
Damn.
could not afford to miss that. That's what we're
All right,
talking
one
about with
more
the
run.
third cycle. One
Wait,
more run. One more
Ve-
attempt from both runners, surely.
has Vex thrown in the towel already?
I think Vex is too tired.
Okay.
It's 4:21 a.m.
That's, that's totally fair enough.
Looks like Vex or Nerf maybe. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for
they
Nerf to
restarted the
run if
game.
Vex isn't, right?
Right. True.
But
True.
but wait, what's happening?
Come on,
Vex
let's
is
get.
going.
Come on, let's get
Okay, okay.
one
Let's
final
go.
attempt from both runners. Come on,
Yes, yes.
you
Let's
got
give it
you
to
got this.
us.
You got this. Come on.
Everybody wants to see it. Vex is modded. No, I saw the main menu. It still only said screen shake, so I think we're good. Are we? Not?
Oh,
Okay, Nerf
Nerf.
has gone
I
unmodded.
think Nerf is going for the meme.
Uh-huh. Oh, the no clip past the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Wait, just spoil it.
the true itemless boulder.
Yes, of course. Wait, what's happening, Max?
Oh,
Oh, the V-Sync had turned itself on. Alright, so... Oh
oh,
no.
bench warp is on for
Oh,
Vex, so it
I
is
mean,
modded.
Vex can still reset if he wants to. There's 40 seconds left.
Yeah.
He hasn't gone for it. Nerf's timer is not even running.
Nope.
Which is good, because it shouldn't be allowed to.
This. Yeah. I think maybe
I'm,
they
I'm,
have a gentleman's agreement of doing one last itemless in quotations run, Boulder run,
oh, right, okay.
because they
Yeah,
both wanted to modded and they're in BC together. So this is probably
I'm not sure, like...
or maybe it's if they fail, they go past. Maybe they're trying to do it legit, but if they fail, they go past with.
Alright, yeah.
We'll see.
It's just... Like how... The fact that Nerf doesn't have a timer is...
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but obviously it's modded anyway, so if it were to be a real world record, it wouldn't be valid.
Yeah. Oh, maybe... Yeah, okay. Vex is on proper modded. I just couldn't see
Yeah.
it because it was so tiny, the text under the screen shake
Yeah,
thing.
we saw the bench warp being on.
Oh, that
Yeah.
too. Yeah, I just saw that like little text in the main menu, but
Yeah,
that's...
I saw it during the pause. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Okay, let's...
Timer has run out, so this is gonna be our final attempt for both runners.
quote unquote attempt.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said it. Pause.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if it was gonna use that word or not.
We could just get them in here for this. We don't...
Oh yeah, true. We're gonna see if
Just
our
don't tell them. Just drag them in here.
Oh yeah. Oh! Damn! Like crazy. That was a
Oh,
great. Oh my God! Look at that crazy. Oh, holy
how'd you
crap!
do it? Is this new tech?
I think, guys, Nerf is a stand user. We have confirmed. Teleports behind Baldur. Nothing personal, kid.
Wow. No, that is a technique I was not expecting to be innovated in a
Wow.
race setting. You never know what you're gonna see with Hollow Knight. It's crazy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think both our runners are gonna be finishing up here and getting them in for interviews.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. GG's.
Yeah, well done. So it's a super close finish there. 8 seconds
Yeah,
difference.
I played a little baby. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with my Moss Knight strat, and like, yeah, I'm too tired to
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah. I feel ya.
Dex and I were in call together, and I deafened until I got past iBaldur, because I didn't want him to like distract me.
Yeah.
And I lost like 2 seconds undeafening myself, so that kind of cost me a decent
Cost
PB.
you, yeah.
No, damn.
Oh. Oh no.
That is tough.
Um,
How was it doing iBaldur in a live race setting like this?
yeah.
I did, you know, it's crazy. I did better than probably with my normal stuff.
Right?
Yeah, you
you
did.
guys, you guys got past it like a good few times there. Like, quite
Well,
impressive.
I think Nerf unfortunately only got past the one time that he actually finished the run, but Vex definitely getting past it a fair amount of times, which
Yeah,
we love
Yeah.
to see.
I
Three
got
times,
to
I think?
the final
Yeah.
cycle, I think, like 3 times.
Yeah, that's
that was
always it's
rough.
such a rough. It's so difficult. It's you only get one shot.
Yeah.
With at that final.
The fact that
Final
you have to do
phase.
the trick 4 times in a row basically
Yeah.
is just
Yeah.
so bad. Like, ugh.
I'm really disappointed that I messed up the first time, but it was like a really bad way to mess it up as well. But, you know, I'm happy that I got at least a decent amount of attempts, regardless, or the time, I guess.
Your first run that you finished was really good. It's just a shame that you had the
Yeah, I reset
had-
it, yeah.
Yeah.
the beginning thing.
Which I think is entirely fair in a thing like this. But yeah, I think.
Yeah, it
this-
makes total sense to do that because you don't even
From-
know if the other person's gonna finish a run at all, right?
Yeah, and then I saw
Yeah.
I saw the chat saying Pog nerf, Pog. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. Well, Marcus, you were saying something.
Oh, I think I already lost the thought.
Oh no, it's gone.
Rest in peace, brain.
It's gone for a nap, which we probably
Yeah.
should do.
I need a nap before my bingo tournament later.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm playing in 7.5 hours. I'm playing versus Kara in the bingo tournament. Group stage, so that's gonna be fun. I'll have to have
Who needs sleep?
who needs sleep.
And there's Hollow Knight to be
Yeah.
played and watched.
For
It's true.
Yeah,
real.
I'll have to Hollow Knight.
But yeah, oh yeah, what I was gonna say earlier is I believe to my knowledge this is the first time anyone has ever done iBaldur in like a race setting
Yes,
like
we're
this.
making
Yeah.
history, nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
For real.
How did you guys
So-
feel about the like format? I think it was
Yeah.
like from a viewing experience, it was pretty successful. How was
It was
it
pretty
to
successful?
play?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good to hear.
I enjoyed watching it.
I would say so, yeah, because we had like enough runs going past the iBaldur that it actually ended up, not being just watching two people reset to iBaldur constantly, which is
Yeah.
always the risk with this going to be the risk of this sort of thing until people get like really consistent at it.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it definitely has to be for categories that are not too long. I don't know if it would
Oh,
work
yeah.
for like 20%.
it would, yeah, especially because then there's so many reset points later through Fury strats for that, and same goes for current like Dash Master, iBaldur, all skills that I'm running. Is
Yeah.
so rough later on too, with the like Overcharmed Sanctum section and Overcharmed the entire bit, like Hornet 2 and Monarchs for wings and all of that jazz is extremely rough and very easy to end up having to reset to a death
I
or
think
something.
Elderbug could maybe be a good race.
Is that a challenge?
Not on LP, not on LP, please.
I do need to take that back. I can't believe you've stolen that before I even managed to get my Grubsong back.
True.
So rude.
Got 2 Rekis to take back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both require me to spend like 2 weeks practicing this stupid tree.
That would be my benefit if I were to go. If I were to go over and do 1-2-1 Grubsong or whatever it is. I already am very comfortable doing iBaldur, so I would just need to learn the specific movement for Grubsong.
Please get a sub 12. We need. I don't know. I can't do it on on LP probably, but we need to see a minute barrier for this category.
Yeah, that would be sick.
I don't know how doable that is. It's definitely close, at least.
Yeah, it's my sum of best is 1154.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
It is possible for sure then.
it is possible.
It's possible, but it requires like the really fast iBaldur and then probably good Hornet RNG, good Durand
yeah,
RNG.
good Hornet. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's the Renda 1 in 4 as well there.
Yeah, I've gotten just doinked by that, like, I don't know, last 4 paces that have been on PB, just lose 4 seconds to the Durando room.
It happens.
All right, do we want to wrap it up? Is Oat
Yes.
Yeah,
still
it's
here?
4:30 in the morning for
You
me,
are?
so
Hey.
Yeah,
It is
it makes sense. Our
4:30.
runners should
Thanks
go.
very much, everybody.
We've at least had some sleep. They've had none, so
I'm
we'll let
so
our
tired.
runners off the hook right now, and
Yep.
we can wrap up Grub Day. I guess we'll send it over to Oat for that.